Alright programmers, it's me Sean here for another Java tutorial, and I hope you guys are ready to do some coding today because we're going to do a very important thing in programming language, which is a if statement. So yes, this tutorial will be about if statement in Java, and I also going to go over some of the cool extra functionalities by using this if statement. So yes, it's going to be really fun and a lot of information. So let's get started. So like what we always do, we have to create our .java file by going into File and New, and same old stuff. So public class, and let's name it something like if practice, and curly braces, public static void main string args. I hope you guys are getting used to this class structure here. Okay, so if statement. Before we going into any like complicated if statement thing, let's learn basic structure of if statement. So for this tutorial, I'm going to create something like integer variable, and let's name it x, and some variable, some number, something like 16 maybe, I don't know. So any kind of number. So what you're going to do is now you have to put a if statement, which is keyworded by if space with parentheses, closing and open. Also curly brace representing the block, right? So this right there is a whole if statement. So inside of curly braces, we have to put our condition. So if something happens, and if it gives you true, what it's going to do is it's going to go into this block and do whatever it says to do. So this is where the magic happens, right? The inside a block. So yes, so for our condition, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it make this if statement to work when x is equal to 16. So how do I do that? So I have to say x 2 equal sign representing is it equal. So you're asking the computer, like, is this equal to whatever is on the right side? So if I put 16 here, it's like you're asking the computer to tell, hey computer, is x equal to 16? And of course the computer say what? Yeah, it is. So what it's going to do is it's going to go into this block. So yeah, let's make it do something, shall we? Let's make it to do System.out.println, something like, yes, I am 16. Oh, okay. So if this gives you true, it's gonna print out that. So let's try to run it and see what we get. So first, let's save this. Alright, so yes, it says yes, I am 16. So I guess it worked out, right? How about we change this condition into something different, like 18 or something like that? Do you guys think this will print out? Well, I don't think it's gonna print out. Why? Because the computer will say what? False, right? Because you're asking the computer, it's like, hey computer, is x equal to 18? And the computer will say no, because x is 16. So what this will do is it's going to skip over this block and just quit out of the program, since I don't have anything down there. So if I run it, notice nothing happened, right? So it's pretty boring structure here, but that's just the basic. Okay, so we got the basic done. Let's look at some of the cool extra functionalities we can use with if statement. So first we have to do is we have to clear off all the basic stuff here, and then let's start making new one. So I'm going to create a integer variable called age. So let's say int age equals 21, where int age gets 21, right? So after that, I'm going to create a if structure. If age equal to 21, and make sure you put 2 equal signs, not 1, because it will cause you. 1 equal sign means what? Assigning, right? So make sure you put 2 equal signs. So okay, if age is equal to 21, what should I make the computer to do? Let's print something out. How about that? I am 21 years old. Okay, so if age is equal to 21, I'm going to print out this. Okay, but what if my age is different? So something like, what if my age is 25 or something like that? We can do that by putting another if structure, but that will be a bad code or bad example of bad coding. That's the same thing. But yeah, and so instead of putting another if sign or if statement, what we gotta do here is we have to put this function called, or another functionality called else if. So else, and make sure you put space between if. So else space if, and what it's going to do is it's going to act exactly like the if structure here, but what will happen is once the program goes into this if statement, and if it says, oh, this is not right, then the program will proceed and go to this next step here. So else if, so let's make it something like age equals to 25. So else if age is equal to 25, I'm going to print something out too. System.out.println, and say something like, oh, my car insurance is cheaper now. Yeah, it's kind of sucks that your car insurance are expensive until you're like 25. I don't like that. But almost 25, so we'll see if it gets really cheaper or not. But yeah, anyway, so that's how you use else if with if statement. Alright, so the one last thing. So what if your age is not 21 nor 25? And let's say your age is like 90 or something like that, right? So what should I tell the computer to do? Just quit out? No. Instead of doing that, I want to print something out. So what I can do here is I can put this thing called else. Remember we just used else if, but else is like the final thing that program goes into. So it's this program right here will go into if age equals 21 first, and then if age equals to 25 second. But if those two doesn't work out, then what it's going to do is it's going to jump into this else section like by default if nothing is true on the previous statements. So in this case, if your age is 90 years old, of course it's not gonna fall into 21 or 25 category, so it's gonna go into here automatically. So if it goes into here, let's make it print out something too, so we can tell whether it's at. So I am, not 21 or 25 years old. Okay, so if you're not 21 or 25, this statement will print out. And if you're 21, this statement will print out. If you're 25, this statement will print out. So how about we run it and see? It seems nice. Alright, so when the age is equal to 21, it's gonna go into that section right there, and the program will print out, I am 21 years old. So let's change this number and see what we get. Like change it to like 25. Okay, and let's run it again. And because age is now 25, it's going to skip over this first if loop or if structure, and it's gonna jump into the second one because this is true. So it says my car insurance is cheaper now. And let's change this age now into like some like, I don't know, 55. So if age is 55, it's not gonna go into here nor here, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to go here by default. So if I run it, it should print that out, right? So there it is. I'm not 21 or 25 years old. Yeah, that's how you use if structures with extra functionalities here. Oh, also instead of putting age to equal sign 21, sometimes you can just do like true, or like put boolean expressions here, like true, or like the second one, it could have been like false. I don't know, it's not encouraged to do this here, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So what a lot of people do is they make like boolean like a variable and name it something like condition equals true. So what they do is they put condition here and say, you know, it's gonna run this when condition is true, but after running this they would set condition back to like false or something, so this will not happen again. So yeah, well, that's another usage of if loop. But yes, that's it for this tutorial here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I mean, it's very useful in programming, so just do a bunch of practice. You'll use them a lot of times. If you guys have any other questions, please leave questions on the comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.